Hey guys, welcome back to Sub and Dub, where we talk about anime and sometimes scream into the void. Today we're diving into another demon-themed anime that's so fresh it still smells like new manga paper, namely Sword of the Demon Hunter, Kijin Gentosho. Seriously, where are they finding all these demon stories? At this rate, we'll never run out of cursed swords, brooding demon lords, and mysterious guys with very complicated pasts. And honestly, I'm here for it. This anime is pretty new, and since I'm deep into it and loving every minute, I figured, why not talk about it? Fair warning though, spoilers alert. So buckle up, buttercups. Now let's jump headfirst into the world of time-hopping swordsmen, ancient shrines, and demons that desperately need a chill pill. This one kicks off super dark, like dad abusing his innocent daughter dark. And I'm just sitting there like, dude, kill the MC already for standing there doing nothing. I was legit yelling at my screen. Yo bro, do something for your little sissy homie. She's crying right in front of you. But here's the kicker. You ever jump to conclusions and get hit with a plot twist so big it knocks your socks off? Yeah, this anime's basically that. Turns out, neither we nor Jinta, the MC, knew why his dad treated his adorable little sister Suzune like garbage. One rainy night, because of course, it's raining when anime gets emotional, Jinta goes to check on Suzune, who's been tossed into a shed like last week's trash. But guess what? She's gone. So our dude drops his umbrella like it's hot and runs out in the storm looking for her. When he finds her, she slowly turns around and the bandage covering her right eye has come undone. Just your average blood red iris with slit pupils. Totally normal, nothing suspicious here. Move along. Now back to the story. They run from home and end up in a busted up shed, shivering in the freezing night air. Their breath fogging like a Studio Ghibli ghost scene. Super cozy, right? Jinta's about to pass out when, bam, in walks a mysterious middle-aged dude like he just spawned from a side quest in a different anime. Tall, calm, and clearly someone who knows stuff. He takes these two soaking wet orphans under his wing, offering more than just shelter. He gives them purpose. And here's the kicker. This guy is not your average ramen cart NPC. Nope, he's Motoharu-san, a respected sentinel in the village of Kadono, who's also totally obsessed with his wife.
Oh, my dear wife! Maybe it's because they're hitting puberty, but...
He gave them a second chance at life. No questions, no judgment, just straight up kindness. And maybe a little death on the side. Okay, forget I said that. He becomes this quiet but steady force in Jinta and Suzune's lives. Now, the real MVP of Kadono Village, Shirayuki, the current Itsukihime, basically the princess of the shrine. She took over from her mom as the shrine maiden, which means she's the spiritual link between the village and the gods. And she's not just some background character. She's Jinta's childhood friend. And yeah, there's some serious love brewing between them. But of course, they can't be together. Why? Because Jinta is the sentinel protecting the shrine, and Shirayuki is the shrine maiden. Their duties keep them apart. Classic anime tragic romance. And one day, Shirayuki confesses her love to Jinta under the wisteria trees, saying goodbye to her life as Shirayuki, and embracing the life of No, not that. This. She was even ready to run away with Jinta to live happily ever after. But this dumb guy's like, nah.
No. 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 Hell no. No.
Hold up now. Before we go any further, we gotta talk about Suzune. Yes, our sweet little Emoto. But listen closely. This girl is obsessed with her big brother. I'm talking about is my whole world. At first, you won't even notice. She seems all innocent and quiet, like your typical soft-spoken anime sister. But as the story progresses, you start to pick up on the little things. Also, she doesn't get any bigger, but let's move on. I am sure it's nothing major.
Nice.
But here's the genius part. The story doesn't shove it in your face. It's subtle. You kind of brush it off like, yeah, siblings being close, What's new? Also, she has grown quite fond of Shirayuki as well, until the plot thickens. And suddenly, everything she said and did has a whole new meaning. You're just sitting there like, wait, what?
Shit happens.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's keep going. Now you see, our shrine maiden Shirayuki has been betrothed to Kiyomasa because he's a sentinel, a Kadono village native, and oh yeah, the chieftain's son. And this dude, Kiyomasa, is like, we're going to be married soon, so let's do it in the shrine.
Oh yes.
Shirayuki just stares at him like, sir, this is a sacred temple, not a sacred hookup. But Kiyomasa's out here pushing marriage like it's Black Friday with no refunds. And when Shirayuki hears the word Black Friday sale, she's like, well dang, I wasn't gonna miss out on a discount, husband. And then, on one fateful night, the demons decided to attack Kadono village. But this wasn't just some ordinary wreck everyone and leave kind of thing. Nope. But deeper than all that, my boy Jinta was never the same again. Never. This dude got spiritually drop-kicked into character development. Jinta, you should have run away when you had the chance. While Jinta is busy scrapping with a demon the size of 3 JoJos taped together. Meanwhile, the other demon's like, yo, let me go check on the little sister real quickly. Why? Well, that's because Suzu isn't just any little sister. She's giving off those vibes. You know, the I may or may not have a dark secret that could alter the fate of everyone's lives forever kind of vibes. Yeah, that. The demon senses it. Like, hold up, this girl's got spicy backstory energy. While Suzu is sniffing Jinta's underwear, this demon sneaks up real nicely and is like, we are both demons. We should team up. While Suzu is struggling to accept her demonic side. And I mean, this demon is already pulling strings on sweet Suzu like it's being sponsored by Madara Uchiha himself, telling her that demons don't lie. And Shirayuki is about to cash in on the Black Friday sale. So now Suzu and this demon is making their way to the shrine to see if Shirayuki is committing spiritual HR violations. And just before Kiyomasa and Shirayuki is about to achieve spiritual awakening, in walks little sister Suzu. And yep, this is where things escalated real fast. And just like that, headless horsewomen from Durara rode in, introducing Celti. Now this plot twist is probably one of the most jaw-dropping scenes I have seen in some time. And this is where Jinta and Gentosho really begins. Now let's get into what makes this anime tick. So let's get the obvious out of the way. Yes, Kijin Gentosho has demons. Yes, there's swordplay. And yes, our protagonist carries a heavy dose of trauma. But here's the thing. This isn't just another demon hunting anime following the same formula we've seen 100 times, where most shows rush in with non-stop action and explosive battles. Kijin Gentosho does the opposite. It slows things down. It lets the story simmer. It builds atmosphere. And most importantly, it makes you feel the weight of every moment. Set in the heart of historical Japan, think Edo period vibes. This anime doesn't just use history as background decoration. It breathes life into the era with authentic folklore, spiritual rituals, and ancient customs that blend seamlessly into the story. Here, demons aren't just monsters to be sliced. They're reflections of human fear, grief, and guilt. And then there's Jinta, a protagonist unlike most. He's not your typical hot-headed hero with infinite power-ups. He's calm, quiet, and deeply haunted. When tragedy strikes, and I mean the girl he loves literally gets decapitated in front of him, his world shattered. From that moment on, he becomes an immortal wanderer in the sense of not being able to age, drifting through time from feudal Japan to the modern day. He doesn't age. He doesn't heal emotionally. He's stuck in the exact pain that changed him, watching the world move on while he can't. But Kijin Gentosho isn't just his story. It's a generational tale. Genta's journey becomes a centuries-long pursuit to uncover the truth behind his sister's betrayal and a growing darkness that seems to follow him through every era. It's not about defeating a final boss. It's about unraveling a curse that stretches across time. And this is where the show becomes something special. It blends mystery, supernatural thriller, and an emotional drama into one compelling experience. Imagine if Demon Slayer met the meditative tone of Mushishi with a sprinkle of Bungou Stray Dogs' investigative intrigue. It's eerie, it's beautiful, and it hits on something deeper: the weight of loss, legacy, and loneliness. What makes it really stand out, though? Substance over spectacle. You won't find constant flashy fight scenes here. Instead, you get rich lore, slow-burning tension, and storytelling that respects your intelligence. It invites you to sit with the silence, read between the lines, and feel the heaviness behind every blade swing. So, is Kijin Gentosho the next Demon Slayer? Maybe. But not because it tries to copy it. It doesn't. It could be the next Demon Slayer because it's carving a completely different path. One built on depth, mood, and long-term storytelling. And if the animation studio continues to give it the love and care it deserves, this could be one of the best dark horses of the anime scene. If you're tired of surface-level spectacle with zero emotional payoff, and you're craving something that blends history, demons, and heartbreak with a mature, thoughtful lens, then Sword of the Demon Hunter, Kijin Gentosho might just be your next obsession. What do you think? Is this anime flying under the radar? Could it quietly build into something huge? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every one. Thank you for watching till the end, and I'll catch you on the flip side.